tonight for this welterweight fight. Now living in Las Vegas, born and raised in Argentina, Walter Saravia, 34 years old, 1 year the elder of Cleveland, Ohio's Sean Rall. The reach, 2 inches less, the height, 3 inches more, both made weight. Now, Benny, break down the smallest surface in combat sports for us, the mighty Trigon.
Exactly, the mighty Trigon, where we get over 90% of the outcome is knockout because there's no place to run. And like I said, it's called the Trigon. You better try or you're gone. Look at that. The smallest surface in all of combat sport. You better fight in the very middle of that ring. You better move laterally. You cannot take a step back. You end up in the corner. You saw the first fight. Art Parker win that corner, can never come out.
And you see what we just did for you? Because you've come from the Spanish broadcast with Claudia to us tonight, we showed the graphics in Spanish there.
Ahí estoy, listo para hablar lo que usted necesita, acá estoy.
Exactly what you said. Here is Lupe with the official introductions.
We continue with the action inside the Stockyards Event Center, Denver, Colorado. It is BYB 26 Mile High Brawl, being presented in association with Mike Brandler Law, Master Sound Productions, and GC3. This contest, 5 rounds or less in the welterweight division. Scoring the action we have Carmen Beal, along with Oscar Martinez and Mark Bantime. At the sound of the bell, in charge of keeping order, referee Bobby Wambacher. Presenting first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He enters wearing black with silver trim on the scale. He registered the official 145 3/4 pounds. Tonight, this multi-discipline combat sports athlete loses the gloves and makes his BYB bare knuckle debut from Cleveland, Ohio.
I hear all of you guys fine. You don't hear me.
His opponent in the red corner, wearing black with white trim, he weighed in at an identical 145 3/4 pounds. Coming off a successful KO victory, this South American street fighter returns to the mighty Trigon, fighting out of La Candelaria, Argentina, El Nene, Walter Saravia.
All right, gentlemen, we've been through the rules in the back. I expect a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch them up if you want.
Bobby Wambacher, our referee, fight scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Walter Saravia, Sean Rall. Here we go.
And Walter's coming off a very impressive win over Isaac Ware. It was amazing the way he weathered the storm. This guy's a street fighter.
Yes.
Back at La Candelaria, there was a town of 80 people. Well, 79 because Walter's here now. But this guy comes to fight. And watch all the angles he's going to create.
Going up against the southpaw from Cleveland, Ohio in the black and silver trunks, utilizing the jab well early. Black with the white trim for Saravia, his second entrance into the Trigon.
And Rall's a heck of an athlete. He ran a 4.3 40, wanted to be an NFL player. Hurt his knee. It didn't work out after that, so now he chose fighting. But he's a very, very good athlete. Maintains that great discipline to get himself in great condition and understand sports. It's about opportunities. You don't get that many.
Pace picking up a little bit in this round.
Yeah, but Rall right there shows his inexperience with the Trigon. He should not have let Saravia breathe when he got him in that corner. You got to keep him there. There's that right hand.
Oh, that hurt him. Rall covering the eye. Saravia now working the body. And down goes Sean Rall. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is all over. Walter Saravia, 2-0. That right hand, bam.
That's it. And Bobby Wambacher did a great job. Look right in his eye. Right in his eye when he asked that question. And he's looking for a very specific answer. When he asks him if he wants to continue, yes is the correct answer. And that's the only answer.
And he asked 2 or 3 times.
And it's interesting when you watch that, Mike, because the position of the body is such. He was leading with that left. The whole time, he was just setting up his hips to come in with that right hand. And boy, it just landed right on the mark. And he went up. He went to 3 different levels with that punch. All 3 levels found their mark, and that was the end of Sean Rall.
Benny, you said he had it in the holster in the first, and he unleashed.
There it is.
Here in the second.
And you can see, look at the expression on his face. He got that right in the eye, Mike.
Yep.
Right in the left eye. And then after there, then all of a sudden the man from La Candelaria was not going to let him out the corner. That's the difference between Rall and Saravia's experience. Because once he got him in the corner, he was not going to let him out.
2 battles inside the Trigon, 2 finishes for Walter Saravia. To make it official, here's Lupe.
Ladies and gentlemen, upon close observation, referee Bobby Wambacher determines the blue corner can no longer continue, obligating him to stop this contest with an official time of 1 minute 52 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by way of technical knockout from Argentina, El Nene, Walter Saravia.
Argentina wins again. And his conditioning, you said, was fine because he was running up and down 11,000 feet above sea level in Mount Charleston in Vegas.
And you know, that's a straight shot, Mike. If you've been to Vegas, it's a straight shot, 32 miles up to the top of that Mount Charleston. So it gave him plenty of time to build up those lungs. And in the Mile High City, you needed all of it.
Give me a 4-wheeler or I'm not doing it. So Saravia, victorious to move to 2-0. And coming up next, it is with great excitement that we welcome the son of an absolute legend, the son of a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest boxers of all time, Roberto Duran's son, Robert Duran Jr., set to make his BYB and bare knuckle debut against Javon Wright. That's next.